seem to be any other way in here either. Fortunately.
Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their tram.
Yes, it is.
Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden.
I think they meant me.
Feeling I might tangle-footed.
Patience is commendable, Master. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives.
Shush!
Find my next victim. I mean a hostile combatant. Investigating hostile intentions. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Better sleep with both eyes open.
Best we start discussing strategy, Commander.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
We can't let DeVries catch us on the back foot again. We need a plan. Bullet could solve a lot of problems. Provided we can reach DeVries before she enacts her plan to kill the delegates.
The delegation brought their own security. Oh well. She only beat us before, but she took us by surprise. This time we have the advantage.
Can't wait to see the look on her face. From my sights, specifically.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
So you have an idea of what we'll face more specifically?
It's a comm station built by the Order in the early days of the colony. As Val said, auto-mechanical security measures are a given, and DeVries will surely level them against us. I'd also expect some level of hazardous disrepair, though the unpredictable nature of DeVries and her defectors concerns me more than anything.
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let DeVries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of her own Phantoms?
Thank you. Is your fight as much as mine now? So of course I'll have you.
Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
Gluttony. Food, food, food. You don't let a single bite or drop go to waste. You food and drink now heal for more, but you move a bit slower in combat. We are gonna go this one. There are two things we can have. Cult of Chat GPT. God. Feels like that's already exists. Considering how companies are so fanatically going for it right now. Auto Hacker 5000, huh? Oh, damn. That's a pretty good weapon. Berserker. Advanced encryption key. Oh. I'll be back to 4, huh?
That damn Wiley put us in an impossible situation. I'm glad those hostages can go back to their families, but I fear we played right into DeVries' hands. With that data, she could wreak more havoc than we anticipated. Look, I know the choice is yours on how you want to approach this, but it's my folk in the crosshairs. If something happens to our delegate, I don't know how I'd live with myself. If there's space by your side, I hope you'll call on me.
You know, if you save the delegate, you guarantee one hell of a job recommendation.
Sure, but don't get me wrong. I ain't asking this of you for my own benefit. We got a duty to protect everyone at the peace talks. You as an Earth Directorate agent, me as a soldier. It's what we do. If we fail to stop DeVries, this will have dire consequences for the war and everything else. So let's not fail, huh?
Can we discuss some personal matters?
How personal are we talking?
What was it like in the Enhanced Solar Division?
Couldn't say. I was in it all of 2 days before my graft started festering. Before that, I was an infantry medic. Our platoon was one of the first to touch down in Arcadia. I would have continued serving on the front line in an upgraded capacity, but, well, once the state of my graft became apparent, it was decided that parting ways would be best.
Decided about who?
My commanding officer, and the surgeon who performed the operation, I imagine. I wasn't lucid at the time. When I regained consciousness, I saw that my service pistol was gone, and a termination notice was in its place. I put 2 and 2 together. Law, that was a bad morning. Look, I knew dismissal was a possibility when I volunteered for the procedure. A successful graft is a boon, a failed one is a colossal liability. I'm a walking lesson in breakage.
Where is the company now?
Oh, that information is outside my purview. I miss my platoon. Most of the time. I hope they're holding on okay wherever they are. Huh. If nothing else, they'll have Ortiz to keep up morale. I know the nonstop jokes from that bastard sustained me for weeks. Yeah, he's tough. He'll be all right.
Sounds like you miss him.
Of course I do. Can't help but wonder if I'm missed in return. Anyhow, I would rather return to the matter at hand. No use dwelling on those out of sight and out of mind.
Yes. Thinking about the graft, but if Dr. Tinsley's expertise isn't enough?
If this new graft fails, you mean? Then I keep pushing forward till I can't anymore. You didn't see me when I first got out of surgery and came to Paradise Island. The fact that you and I met at all is a testament to Doc's skill. But suppose if her treatment doesn't stick, then maybe it's my time to go. You can only cheat death so many times. You know that as well as I do.
You must really admire Dr. Tinsley.
I owe Doc more than I could say. She helped me without even asking for payment or a favor up front. I never would have thought folk like her existed out here. She reminds me of the folk I had back home in Tauceti. Generous despite everything. The thought gave me comfort when I first sat in her chair, barely able to walk without help. I'd rather not dwell on those moments, if it's all the same to you. What matters is the here and now. Fine by me?
Yes. Do you like working under Auntie's choice?
Like ain't the word I'd use, even before I was itching to tear up my contract and set it aflame. Auntie gave me autonomy, gave me the choice to do more than just struggle to survive. They treated me better than my last employers did, and despite recent events, I believe in their mission. We can give folk here in Arcadia a better life.
That's something I thought you were always one of Auntie's.
What? Did you think I was born into it? How else do you grow a corporation to this size without doing outside recruiting? Take a look at what most systems offer and what Auntie's Choice provides. Do the math. I'm just one of many who welcomed the chance to enlist with open arms.
It's difficult adjusting to life under new management.
Of course, going from a life lived in squalor to one that rewards you on merit, it would send anyone's mind spinning. Now, do I got qualms with Auntie? Sure, but I'll tell you what. When she overthrew those Spacer's Choice bastards in Tau Ceti, my home system, that takeover was the best thing that ever happened to us, even if it took time to see it. But I reckon that's a tale for another day. That all you wanted to discuss, or...
Something
Fine by me?
else? You mentioned you were from Tau Ceti. What was it like there?
Not great. It was a mining colony under Spacer's Choice. Didn't have much, but my parents worked hard to ensure we had shelter and a warm meal every day. They're good folk. I love them. But I don't think they ever quite grasped how bad things were before Auntie's Choice came. They warned me not to join up, you know. Said we'd all get burned if we put too much stock in the promises of this foreign corporation. But I'd rather take a risk on them than be resigned to how things were.
I can't blame her for being cynical.
Me neither. Spacer's Choice could kill hope in just about anyone. Though, my folks are living comfortably now. Whether they trust Auntie or not, that's what matters.
Were they the only ones who didn't welcome Auntie's Choice?
No, not at all. But I ain't sure my folks oppose them now. They have good jobs and a roof that doesn't leak. The ones who didn't adjust, however, was our management. Some of them tried to cut a deal. Company secrets in exchange for an entry-level administrative role, and made it out okay. But most violently opposed the takeover, and that ain't hypothetical. Reckon a bullet in the gray matter was more palatable than being forced to the bottom rung. Says it all, really.
So bad was life under Spacer's Choice.
Our colony was isolated, which meant our Spacer's Choice overlords could do as they saw fit. Everyone lived in squalor, save for a select few. We were little more than workhorses. Those of us at the bottom only found joy with our families, our friends. But love alone can't get you through the toughest, darkest winters.
Must have been difficult leaving everything behind to come here.
I miss the sunsets, and my folks, though I know they're well taken care of nowadays. But that's about it. Most of my friends joined up when I did, so we took our community with us. Leaving my hometown itself, it was an eager farewell. Though there is one person I keep thinking of. The grandpa who lived next door, Vincent. He used to draw posters and ads for Spacer's Choice. He had style. Of course, that didn't last. Age caught up and his hands started failing him. Couldn't draw, couldn't lift heavy objects, could hardly walk without exerting himself. And in Tau Ceti, if you couldn't work, you didn't get ration cards. We shared what we could with him, of course, but what we got already wasn't much.
What happened to him?
Last day I saw him, he refused the half Saltuna can I tried to give him. Said it was him lending me his strength. He was gone the next day. We searched all over, then realized he must have wandered off into the wilderness, not wanting to be a burden. We never found him. Can't hardly open a tin without thinking about him now. So if you're wondering why I still hold a candle for Auntie's Choice, after everything, it's because I know had Auntie arrived just 4 months earlier, Vincent might still be alive.
I'm really sorry to hear that, Ines.
It's been years now since I talked about it. He was a good man. He deserved better. So did the rest of us. Anyhow, ain't meaning to talk your ear off.
Okay. There's more to say then. Oh, you already got there. Who are we gonna bring here? I have no idea. I'm doing a side quest now. And a... I'm gonna check out a puzzle. I might be able to do it. Place. Here. Oh yeah, I can do this. Managed to treat all the log from the dream power without giving yourself rust poisoning.
Sir, the emergency override mechanisms are still functioning. If we work together, we might level our descent.
There's no stopping the will of the free market, Ensign. The ship's doomed.
Even if you won't help me, I have to try. For Auntie's choice!
How noble of you. Worry not. While I'm in my escape pod, I'll be sure to come up with a way to tastefully capitalize on your death.
We come from there, so it's one. But then what? Okay, let's stop one. Oh wait, it's I have to follow this one. No. That was not it. Up there. Yep. Okay, now we have to follow this one. There. 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 There we go. Last night I did not wake up screaming. This is the first since the crash. Unfortunately, I think it was due to hitting my head on an overhang before I passed out, not due to getting over what happened. I wish I did not feel the guilt of my survival. My dead colleague's final words, the blare of the clocks on the ship shuddering beneath my feet as it crashed into this asteroid. It's a mishmash of sound and noise and bright light that rings in my ears even now, months later. Shame-free Market Station does not have someone able to help with matters such as these. Closest thing is that doctor, and last time I went to see her, I returned 1 molar fewer. Alas, Otto. Come on. That was not worth it. I had hoped for something better. Let's see.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison?
You've been to the camp you wanted us to look at.
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired.
Wasn't easy, but we did it.
We managed to accomplish our goals. This counts for more than a little, I'd say.
I'm surprised. Didn't know if you had it in you, especially with an Arbiter in tow. But you got what was needed. Not bad at all. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. First, though, we've got a small issue. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. You mind?
I think I see what you're getting at. I'll check it out.
Sharp. I like it. Thank you kindly.
Anyone had asked me, I had to put the odds of a live Arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses.
Well, Sub Rosa was supposed to see me as a friend. Why make me jump through hoops?
My apologies. Barney is sometimes overzealous in the guarding of my body, though when it comes to Protectorate Arbiters, it is perhaps warranted.
If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and I desire any information pertaining to the specifics of her death.
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with High Command's public statement on the matter. Losing faith in your masters?
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing. If you know something, tell me. Please.
I could get used to this kind of groveling. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics, I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight, and a nasty one. Someone killed her.
Hey, that was what you suspected, Tristan?
Yes. Yes, it was. I'd hoped to be proven wrong, but vindication has cemented my resolve. I shall uncover what happened, no matter what.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my quarters with Protectorate lackeys. Live ones, anyhow.
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us take our leave from present company. Speak to me outside if you would. There's something I'd care to ask you.
Run along now. I've spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
Yeah, how about this? I recruited a Protectorate subject direct line from Bastion, middle of a Protectorate building.
Think I'll congratulate you for risking your hide to recruit one subject? Forgive me for withholding my applause.
You're jealous of my charms.
Yeah, real jealous. So are the half-dozen AC-ad execs I recruited last week. We're all just vomitous with envy.
The role of the Arbiter typically does not require the assistance of others. We are expected to act as wholly independent entities. But I fully realize that had I not your aid today, my investigation's progress would have stalled and withered. During our investigation, I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together?
Fine, but you have to follow my rules.
I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow?
I'll be dealing with people of multiple factions, no killing it with without my go-ahead.
Ah, I should have considered this eventuality. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemies of the Protectorate without your consent, though I will not like it. But if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you attack my brethren unprovoked, our relationship will come to an abrupt end.
Seems reasonable.
Excellent. I hope our working relationship is most fruitful. I'm sure we shall discover much together.
Won't argue he seems capable, but let's be mindful where his true allegiance lies.
Meet you at the ship later, Tristan.
Very well. I shall locate whichever craft seems the most out of place, for something tells me this shall lead me to yours. See you again shortly.
That's an ass. Okay. Okay, then so we got all the companions. Nice. Companion yesterday. He's at the ship right now. The Arbiter. Let's see. Weapons. For 9 times 8. Why is this one? Oh wait, this is because this one uses plus. Yeah.
Protect your loved ones?
I feel I should address any allegations you may have heard regarding bloodstains on my inventory. Just means it's been well loved. Tell me what you need. Can do. Get caught unawares all you like. My armor will keep you safe.
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my store. I think I misplaced a hand grenade. We'll know in a couple seconds if it's armed or not. Rouse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection. Feel free to go on a murderous rampage with what you buy. It's good publicity.
Okay, we need to clean up our inventory a little bit. I'm gonna dismantle some stuff quick. Still have to talk to our companions. So much stuff. Yeah.
Try Auntie's Choice Liftoff, the laxative with 3 kinds of fiber: soluble, insoluble, and inconsolable. Auntie's Choice Sweet Dreams. Finally, an edible sedative that tastes good too.
Ah, Commander. Caught me cogitating.
So, what about?
I was just thinking about making some tweaks to Val. Hoping it'll help.
Over what? Is something wrong with her?
Oh, just the usual. Flickering occipiters, gimbal misalignment, effector failures, voice box trembles, recurring errors in logic assembly. Val's old in automech years, so she requires a lot of routine maintenance to prevent her hardware systems from deteriorating further.
I'm not going to snap one day and kill us in our sleep, is she?
If that's a serious question, answer's no. She's got plenty of safeguards in place that would prevent her from harming any members of the crew, you included. Most times I find working on Val relaxing, actually. Meditative. It's nice being able to identify a problem and just fix it.
The old automech really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
Val saved my life after Horizon Point, and she's been saving my life every day since. Partly, I'm just glad to return the favor, even if I am just putting off the inevitable. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time, Yammer. But thanks for stopping by.
We did good by all the folk in Golden Ridge. If we hadn't eased the pressure between the Order and the troops at Outpost Opportunity, the kettle would have blown its top eventually. Instead, the ceasefire can remain in place, and folk can sleep soundly. Thank you.
Your opinions on crew?
Oh, I see. You're here to gossip. All right, let's hear it. Who do you want to talk about?
House.
Seems friendly enough, if a mite guarded and a little thick-headed in his view of Auntie's choice. Regardless, I can assure you I'll treat him with the same respect I show you. Though I reckon he's seen his fair share of struggles over the years, no matter how he tries to hide it. Think he ought to ask for help when he needs it.
You make a Tristan.
Not only is he a couple smokes short of a pack, he's also insufferable. I try, Commander, but boy, he makes it difficult. Who knows? Could be that he could change for the better if he breaks free of that protectorate nonsense he's intoxicated with. But I won't hold my breath.
But you have a lot to say about that, though.
Oh, I got a lot of choice words that would have even Val covering her audio receptors, so I'll spare you most of them. I just hope we don't regret letting Azza on board. She ain't right in the head. She's damn near bloodthirsty. I'll keep my distance when I can, but I promise you, if I perceive even a hint of threat from her, I will deal with it.
Along with Marisol?
Ain't often you see an elder solving an equation with one hand and stabbing someone in the eye with the other. So the real question is, does she get along with me? I sure hope so. I'm keen to learn about her, though I reckon she's more of an abacus than an open book. Set in her ways, methodical. And law help you if you jostle her. Fine by me.
Niles. Here is the destruction of the Protectorate. Transport is already being dismissed as mechanical failure, which means the rest of the set is safe for now. Yes, order hope. That said, I want to take a moment to send you a quick missive conveying my gratitude for your assistance in this plan. You have a real chance now to bring the Protectorate to its knees, and I have you and your commander to thank for that. I'll be in contact again as soon as I can. Respectfully.
The hostages went home safe. We'll see if those at the peace talks make it back fine as well. May all our endeavors yield expected results.
This ship is certainly quaint. The grease stains and thrice retrofitted pipes give one the thrilling impression that the ship might burst into flames at any moment. I suppose there's something charming about its lived-in nature. Nevertheless, I have availed myself of the ship's cleaning supplies. Unsightliness is an enemy as sure as any other.
Okay. Personal matters?
Certainly. I consider myself an open tome.
What's the life of an Arbitary treating you?
Quite well. I am able to uphold justice wherever it may flag. Bolstered, of course, by your steady support. Was there more in this vein you wish to discuss?
Talk a lot about the Sovereign. What's so special about him?
Why, he is of the Matriarch's direct lineage.
That part I get. Why does it matter?
Only he possesses the understanding to lead us all. Someone not Matriarch ordained would bring the Protectorate to ruin. May his leadership of Arcadia last for many years. I hope someday to be party to his glorious presence. If I had one wish, it would be that he leaned less upon the Consul's guidance. The Sovereign alone knows what is best for Arcadia. Meddlers should not be abided.
I wouldn't mind hearing about your relationship with the Supreme Arbiter.
She taught me all that I know. Her teaching style was stern, but enlightening. If ever I erred, she would teach me to avoid making such a mistake in the future. Though she did not raise me from infancy, I was brought into her tutelage quite early. I spent a great deal of my life looking up to her. Her death weighs leaden on my shoulders. We must find her killer and bring them to justice, lest justice in Arcadia truly fall to ruin.
Understanders and arbiters differ.
In every respect, save being humans, and perhaps even that is arguable in the Sentinel's case. Where arbiters uphold justice and loyalty within the Protectorate, The Sentinels operate on its fringes. They are clandestine operatives, little more than alleyway backstabbers. I find them wholly unnecessary. As you might expect, they are the Consul's pet project.
What was your upbringing like?
Straightforward. I was trained from a young age under the tutelage of Supreme Arbiter Marthana Andros, alongside my co-protege. Only those rated most highly on the Protectorate Acumen test could be placed even among the ranks of Arbiters. And to be mentored by the Supreme Arbiter herself was a great honor. Moreover, she taught her proteges to seek out evidence before judging as they saw fit, despite the fact that an arbiter needs nothing of the sort to declare something a crime.
Why do you think the Supreme Arbiter taught you to back up your judgments?
As the Protectorate's most elite, we proteges needed to be able to think flexibly and adapt to situations that faced us should they require adaptation. At least, I believe that's why. Would that I could still ask her. Alas.
So arbiters don't need evidence to prosecute. What's to stop them from brutalizing everyone?
An arbiter would never abuse their power. Every action we take is on behalf of the Sovereign and upholding the Protectorate. In any other society, I could see such a scenario resulting in anarchy, but the Protectorate is matriarch ordained. Our devotion is ironclad.
We keep Saul law-abiding, then I guess it's not so bad.
Precisely. If the system did not work, there would be chaos, which is why all within the Protectorate must work to uphold it. Ask, and I shall answer.
We going to kill Hierarch Ziegler soon? My knife hand's getting itchy.
What do you think Hierarch Ziegler turned on you?
Who can say? There was no indication that I've seen. I've interacted with him on occasion. Seemed a decent, loyal sort. As interested as I am to hear whatever sorry explanation he has, not sure I'll be able to control my rage when I see him to ask why before I remove his spleen. Maybe I'll start with his gallbladder? No, I think it's gotta be the spleen. Such as?
Tell me about the Glorious Dawn.
We are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth
Oh,
of the
we already
myths,
heard this.
despite our persecution by those who...
Back over here we go. Paradise Island. Oh, wait.
can't get that Andy's Choice jingle out of my head. Anyway, need something, Commander? Oh yeah? What's needling you?
Take care.
Of Elysium, from the boardroom to the bottom rung, this is wireless free Arcadia, official frequency of Auntie's Choice.
Salutations,
Over
Arcadia.
there.
Auntie Cleo here with a direct message to all Protectorate subjects listening in. I'm afraid you've been fed a lot of...
And a lot of...
hooey about all of us at Auntie's Choice. Your so-called superiors would have you believe we're unscrupulous interlopers intent on stealing the very bread off your plate. Tut-tut! No! Nothing could be farther from the truth. Listen to your auntie. They say they offer you direction, meaning, purpose. We say that's a fancy way of stating you're their slave. They say you're part of a community. We say you're just part of the herd. At Auntie's Choice, we respect the individual. We're providers, liberators, spreading free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. As the head of our corporation, I'm here to tell you personally, it's never too late to rebrand and start anew. Join us, embrace freedom, revel in choice. Auntie's Choice.
Okay, back to business. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
In your sewer, who would guess that tasty flesh was found down in the sewer? Brad Chris, you really gotta try 'em. We pluck a frat straight from a crust and smash 'em flat and fry 'em.
friendly company. They're mine.
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
Why are you still alive? There's been some ghastly mistake. We must speak on the latest revelation before you compound it by killing me.
Hire someone else at current rates and greater expense. So let's spotlight our new employee of the fiscal quarter, Security Commander.
You're obviously unaware that you've been officially marked for death. Otherwise, you'd have killed yourself and saved us all the trouble. Glad we were able to clarify all of that.
Her thrifty
Well?
in a single independent contractor spared troop lives and, more importantly, ammunition. If only DB Milver Street, executive in charge of our...
What do you think, Elsa?
I'm thinking I'd normally just kill this idiot where he stands, but I must know what in the architect's name he's going on about. Ziegler, what's got into your brain pan? You used to be a dedicated member of the Dawn. How could you think there was a legitimate kill order on me?
You were revealed as a betrayer through the sanctified channel. How can you disobey a revelation from on high when you yourself exhorted us constantly to never do such?
You make a compelling point, but then again, so does my knife. Let me introduce you to it.
Hey, here's a fancy can. Wow, it's a real beauty. Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty. Force first, oh force first. It's not the worst unless it's forced.
Enemy spotted.
Worst. Lungs to hearts, they use all the taste. Ears to hocks and rears to tits.
As much as I enjoyed killing Ziegler, celebrations will have to wait until all of his traitorous cell have been dealt with.
Unless it's force worst, oh force worst. Grab a can today. Force bristles poking our gums with a proprietary whisker extraction. Pulverized bones means to track and crunch. We gobble it down and get back to the action.
Proceeding to attack.
Didn't see you there. You caught us five between our 10 hours. You know, the assembly line makes powerful hunger. So when we need to relight
adversary,
some fancy woolly cow fillet mignon? No, we crack open a room temp.
I can't believe what Hierarch Ziegler was saying. How could there be an official kill order out on me? The poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty.
Boost productivity to full burn in those small hours. All right, enough yapping. Time is bits. Back to the factory floor.
Couldn't the message been faked?
If only it were that simple. It should be impossible for someone to infiltrate our communication systems, especially when it comes to a high-level communique. Unless they somehow have our codes. This could only mean that one of our members has been compromised.
It's not the worst
What are we gonna do now?
I have no idea. If I go anywhere near one of our encampments, I'll be forced to kill members who believe they're following orders. Of course, any member of the Dawn who turns on me without thinking is asking for death, but this could still make solving this even more difficult. Don't worry. I'll stay on as part of your crew until I get this all figured. It's given me an impressive amount of opportunities for killing. And all the killing helps me think.
You say that, but are you sure you don't regret killing Ziegler and his cell?
Of course not. What a ridiculous question.
Just checking. Want to make sure you weren't losing an hour.
Never. And I'd thank you not to suggest such.
If it's loaded enough, they should have known better than to cross you.
Damn straight they should have.
She's just the choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Casting only the most news, music, and honest product endorsements. This is Wireless Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice. Auntie, when are you going to have a sale?
My dear child, every day is a sale at Auntie's Choice.
Yes, you heard that right. Every day is a sale when you're shopping for the best products at the lowest prices. Auntie knows you want to spend your bits on the best things that money can buy. So she made sure every Auntie's Choice product is on sale for the lowest price that she can afford.
How do you know it's the best price? Because Auntie knows best.
And now, back to it. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
Back to the ship.
There was a lonely boy with a happiest crown, whose love spun around when he came to town. The marketeer with nothing to lose, offered the boy a deal that he couldn't refuse. Yes, Auntie welcomes you with arms open wide, and all you gotta do is sign the dotted line. The boy signed up, he didn't hesitate. Anything to rid him of his papa's fate. The marketeer said, okay, we'll start right away. The first trick of the trade, let no one get in your way. No rules, no oversight, no ethics to abide. The only thing that matters is the bottom line. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profit soar. The joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it's well. Make an Auntie proud. Well, wouldn't that be swell? Low can go. He was high. Well, you better say it was a drop by five. Was a natural. And he quickly learned to make a red hot deal without getting burned. He was unscrupulous. And he sweetly rose. When you do your business, raise a third, then anything goes.
Laura, you owe me a sparring session. Get your gloves and warm up. Marisol's something, huh? She had everyone fooled, and then she turns around, exposes Svoboda for what she is, and reveals herself to be the endpoint. What kind of name even is that? She reminds me of the serial heroes I wanted to be just like when I was a kid. I'd tell her if I thought she'd appreciate it.
Style, the perfect poster boy. Oh, can't you see? Yes, he's a tribute to Auntie's family.
It will warm her heart to hear that she's already one of your heroes.
That's a step too far. And anyway, I think she'd pat me on the head and say, "That's nice, dear." Like she's cooing at a Raptidon pup that fell asleep in its food bowl. Anyway, this is me saying I think she was a good get. Much better having her in our corner than staring down the barrel of her gun, that's for certain. She's probably already got bugs listening in on us, so we ought to just stop there.
We make an Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? Proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? Yeah!
conjunction of opportunity and runaway gumption.
Trying real hard not to be insubordinate-like, Commander. But this Azza, she ain't right in the head. We got enough to worry about as it is, and adding this much chaos to our little crew can't end well. You sure we ought to be helping her?
Auntie Cleo here to address all the hubbub over these rifts. Arcadia's yaysayers and
Give her a chance,
would
then.
have us
Yes.
think these cosmic light shows.
I'll try to keep an open mind, Commander. But if she comes at me with a knife, I ain't gonna be the one left bleeding. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
Irons out their reality-rending downside. We'll be left with nothing but upside.
Arbiter Rao. I can sympathize with his plight to some extent. Dead mentor, apparent cover-up, sure, I'd be mad too. But why do we have to be the ones to help him? Hasn't he got any other Protectorate hullheads to come to his aid? Maybe I ought to spell this out. I'm his enemy, Commander, and he's mine. Letting him aboard is putting both of us in a bad spot.
Motivated. The threat of extinction is the mother of invention, after all.
Now, on to other things. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste.
It just has to know the truth, same as anybody.
Yeah, but do the rest of us deserve to be put at risk? I ain't just saying this to be contrary, Commander. If he actually agrees to keep the peace, then fine, but I still gotta maintain due diligence. You should too. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out. When I first joined up with you, I figured Milver Street and Carr knew you'd do a good turn for our folk eventually. Thought if I tagged along, it'd be good for my resume or some such. And it seems all of us were right. That relay ain't a threat anymore. But one thing I couldn't quite figure out all this time is what you were getting out of helping us.
Red and green and black and blue, milky white and orange too, yellow even violet.
One Piece.
You're likely right, though I fear it'll only entrench the Protectorate in their hatred for us. Never mind that we came only with good intent. What about you? Things slid into focus for me mighty quick once we got to the relay. You were busy hunting down a fellow agent. And I thought you folk were about duty and camaraderie above all. Were you one of Auntie's? I tell you just to shake the ladder hard while your traitor is climbing up, and enjoy the show when she tumbles down. What recourse do you actually have?
Hope her to do whatever it takes to find justice.
Suppose that tracks. You agents are untouchable, or so the story goes. Ain't had many dealings with the Earth Directorate. You and Ibarra are the first agents I ever met, in fact. But you get things done. I trust you. As for Ibarra, verdict's still out. He insults Auntie's choice a mite too much for my liking. But that's the Earth Directorate's company policy, ain't it?
Tip it back and drink it. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, glug it down. It's Fizzos, Fizzos. We love Fizzos, Fizzos, Spectrum Vodka. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzos, Fizzos. We love Fizzos.
I'm not gonna like for your loyalty if that's what you're worried about.
No, I get that. If you wanted to, you would have done so already. Look, I'm sorry. I ain't intending to get into any grievances here. Let's just say I'm a little dubious about the whole keeping corporations and corrupt governments in check thing. Ain't seen evidence of it yet. But maybe you're liable to prove me wrong. Anyhow, reckon we should keep moving.
Entity formed under the legally binding Global Corporate Treaty of Versailles, capable of entering into contracts, owning assets, and existing indefinitely for the express purpose of executing its fiduciary duties to its board of directors and to Auntie herself.
See? It's quite simple. Now, why don't you get to shopping?
Okay, back to business. Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
Wireless Free Arcadia presents our top requested marketing melody, Borst Rockets by the Herschel Sisters.
Borst Rockets. Borst Rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. When you miss the call for chow, but you want to eat something now, you'll go for lunch with Borst Rockets. When your team is getting creamed and your winger's out of steam, recharge your tossball crew with Borst Rockets. Borst Rockets. Borst Rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Make when you've got Borst Rockets. Borst Rockets. Borst Rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today.
It's two.